We think of cancer as a modern problem. But what if I told you it's been haunting humanity for over 4,000 years? The story of how we fought back is one of medicine's wildest journeys. It all started way back in ancient Egypt. The earliest known description of cancer comes from a scroll, a papyrus, around 1600 BC. The issue were tumors of the breast. But the treatment? There is none. Nothing really proved to be helping. Yeah, ancient doctors didn't really have much of a plan. For centuries, cancer was treated like a mysterious curse. People tried everything: herbal remedies, cutting, burning, even bloodletting. Nothing ideal, but at least they kept trying. But between those ancient Egyptian scrolls and the rise of modern medicine was a long, messy, and honestly pretty painful chapter in the story. Around 400 BC, the legendary Greek physician Hippocrates looked at tumors and said, "Yep, looks like a crab." He called it carcinos, and the name stuck, eventually becoming cancer. A few hundred years later, the Roman doctor Galen added his own twist. He believed cancer came from too much black bile, part of the ancient four humors theory, containing blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile. It was some kind of medical horoscope for the body. If you were sick, the idea was that one of these fluids was out of balance. Too much blood? You might get a fever. Too much black bile? That's where Galen thought cancer came from. As you would expect, it was totally wrong. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, and progress basically hit pause. Medical knowledge was tangled up with religion, and people thought diseases like cancer were punishments or curses. The treatments? Bloodletting, herbal brews, and the occasional attempt at surgery, without anesthesia or sterilization. Think saws, not scalpels. Brutal times. Then came the Renaissance, and things slowly started to move again. Doctors began dissecting human bodies, discovering real anatomy, not just theories. Some tried cutting out tumors, but still, no one knew what cancer really was. In the 1700s, a few sharp minds started to suspect that cancer might spread from one part of the body to another, an early glimpse at what we now call metastasis. Still, for over 1,000 years, cancer remained mostly a mystery. People could describe it. Sometimes they tried to remove it. But treating it? Stopping it? That would take something much bigger. Which brings us to the turning point. The 20th century, when X-rays were discovered and radiation therapy was born. Doctors realized they could zap tumors with radiation. Effective, but dangerous. That's because radiation doesn't just target cancer. It can also damage healthy tissue, leading to painful side effects and long-term risks like secondary cancers. Next came chemotherapy, starting from, believe it or not, mustard gas experiments during World War II. Scientists noticed it killed rapidly dividing cells, and that was the start of the chemo era. Surgery also stepped up. With sharper tools and better skills, doctors began cutting cancer out and saving lives. But there was a problem. These treatments attack everything, not just the cancer. Imagine burning down your house to kill a spider. However, today we got smarter. Now we've got immunotherapy, treatments that basically train your immune system to recognize and fight cancer cells like a personal army. We've got targeted therapy, drugs designed like smart missiles to hit cancer's weak spots. We've got mRNA vaccines in trials, CAR-T cells, gene editing, precision medicine, and so on. It's like going from medieval catapults to laser-guided drones. But now, here's where it gets wild. Recently, scientists at Rice University and partners have developed something straight out of science fiction. Molecular jackhammers. No joke. They use special dye molecules that stick to cancer cells. Shine near-infrared light on them, and these molecules vibrate like crazy, literally ripping apart the cancer cell membranes. In the lab, about 99% of cancer cells were gone. In mice, about half of them completely tumor-free. The ones that love this the most are the healthy cells, as they are left alone. Is this the cure we're seeking? Not yet. It's early. But imagine the future. Walk into a clinic, sit under a light, and the cancer is gone in minutes. That's the dream scientists are chasing. The war on cancer isn't over. But we've come a long way. From ancient scrolls with no hope to research like this on the horizon. Imagine a future where cancer is as harmless as a common cold. Could we actually get there? Tell me your thoughts on this in the comments.